welcome to our first adventure in Tampa.
We just got here, just landed, 45 minutes, and we're here at the Columbia Restaurant.
And this is in Ybor City, and this building has actually been here, the Columbia, since 1905. Very historical.
5 generations owning this.
Amazing. If we're starving and we hear it's amazing, it takes up an entire city block, and we're going to take you on a big tour.
Let's go.
Original part of the Columbia Restaurant. On that half was the cafe, which was founded in 1905 by my great-great-grandfather, Cassie Hernandez. From there is basically where we grew into our, city block, 1,700-seat restaurant that we call the Columbia Restaurant today. Every room you go into has a different feeling, and we have really made sure that we preserved the way it looked back then. You'll notice as we go through the restaurant that every room really does have a different feel, and it's the way it was originally. And in great contrast, now this is the newest room that is actually in the Columbia Restaurant. We added this room back it was 5 years ago, so 2003, and this is what we refer to as the Andalusia room. And before this, it was actually the original kitchen. Basically, the walls that are, the tiles that line the wall are all from Spain. All the light fixtures are from Spain. My parents went out and basically hand selected it all, making sure that it goes with the rest of the restaurant. This was the original cooler door, where my father learned about how you can tell fish are fresh from his grandfather, which would be my great-grandfather. And so it was very important to him to preserve this doorway so he could hold on to those memories.
This is amazing.
So this was partially part of the original cooler of the Columbia Restaurant, and it was also a small wine cellar when I was a little girl that you'd have to literally duck underneath a doorway to come in. And it was low, had low ceilings, and when we did the renovations, of course, my dad decided to expand it because we have over 50,000 bottles of wine in our inventory. This one alone holds 20,000, and these are all Spanish wines. And actually, the door behind you, when we were doing the renovations, when we took down the original walling, we found this cool door, and we found out that there used to be an ice factory. And it was the original door to the ice factory. That's where he keeps his private stash of wine.
Wow.
That he'll release every now and then for customers to try. This is the Don Quixote, and this was the second dining room that was added onto the Columbia Restaurant. It was added on in the 20s, and it was the first air-conditioned dining room in the city of Tampa. In 2001, we opened this kitchen. It is 5,000 square feet. Basically, we cook all of our food, all of our sauces, all of our soups, all of our desserts. Everything comes out of this kitchen. We've got lots of good stuff on the menu.
How are we going to pick?
I was going to say, it's hard to pick. It is very hard to pick.
You're going to help us, though.
I will. I definitely will. Oh, wow. Never had it before. You went out on a limb on mine, huh?
What's it called? Paella?
Paella. There's mussels.
So we ended up getting both the same thing.
We didn't venture out, but everybody said this was the best, and they did light it on fire, which was very cool.
Very good.
Okay, so what do they say? They say,
Salud.